Creating primitives. In the previous tutorial, we took an overview of the objects that Maya has by default. In this lesson, we'll learn about creating those primitive objects which we saw in the previous tutorial, which is nothing but bringing these objects to our scene. All right, let's forge on into this tutorial. We have a scene open here in Maya, and we'll create a sphere of polygon geometry, which is nothing but the polygon primitive. Of course, go to the Create menu, and in the Polygon Primitives drop-down list, just click Sphere option once. Right-click, and then watch that the cursor changes with the plus icon, and there's a short note at the center of the interface stating to drag on the grid. Maya prompts us to drag over the cursor over the grid to create the object. Well, we'll do as it says. In the viewport, go ahead and click and hold the left mouse button and drag. Now don't let down the cursor as of yet. Just drag in and out with the left mouse button held. Watch the object dimensions vary as we drag the cursor. At the desired size, let down the left mouse button, and a sphere is created in the viewport in a 3D space of Maya. Now, let's go ahead and create a cone. Go to Polygon Primitives and hit Cone. Now, watch what you see in the viewport. It states something. It's nothing, but you have to drag the cursor twice. First for the basic shape, the second time for its height. Let's go ahead and drag the cursor once as we let down the cursor. Now watch it as it prompts us to drag the cursor again for height, and we'll do as Maya orders us. Now as we complete our drag, a cone has been created in our scene. This is how we create objects. Now let's go to Polygon Primitives again, and go to the bottom over here where the Interactive Creation option is checked. Click it once to uncheck the option, and now again go and click over the same sphere. Watch what happens. An object is created at the center of the origin, which is nothing but the 0 units of x, y, and z, which is also at the center of the scene. Well, how have we created a new object without dragging the cursor? And also, where do the divisions that we have in the objects come from? Now, if you go to the same option, you can watch a small box next to the sphere option, which is nothing but the option box for the polygon sphere. Go ahead and click there. Now, what are these options? Well, actually, these are the settings with which we created an object right now. And here you can set the divisions for height and width, and also for the radius of the sphere. If you click and drag this slider near the radius, watch the value gets updated in the text field. You can also type in a desired value here in this text field. Similarly, you can alter the other options as well. Now, with these settings, you can keep on hitting Apply to create any number of objects, or hit Create to create a single object, and then exit this window. Similarly, you can create other objects in the Create menu with the desired settings as we prefer. For now, just go ahead and practice the ways of creating primitive objects with different settings in their option box, and different methods of creating what we've just learned. Before going on to the next tutorial, let's complete this lesson with how to select and deselect an object. Now earlier, we had either clicked once or marquee selected over an area to select that object. Either you can click this icon over here at the top of the toolbox to go to the selection mode, or you can hit Q from your keyboard for the same results. Not only that, you can also go ahead and click this tool over here and click and drag over any area to select the object within that area. All the objects within the selected area do get selected. Now, if you wish to deselect an object, just hit once anywhere in the interface other than the object. Watch as the objects get deselected. Pretty cool, eh? Now, with enough of that, let's go ahead and learn about the different types of ways that we can view an object in our next tutorial. If you have a question like what's there in viewing an object, well, yes, Maya has. What we'll get to know about when we go to the next tutorial. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go see what else Maya has for us.